So more questions, and here's some answers for you in the show. Just a small video previously that looked at the approach that we're going to use. I thought it would be interesting to show you how we actually demonstrate evidence gathering for you. Now, just to reinforce our three exits to test, possibly a proximity filter. So if you're a long trade, it's approaching a resistance. If that's within half an ATR, maybe that's something that is worth using as an exit. A MACD signal line over the histogram if you're long, under the histogram if you're short, and then a failure to sort of move from its current place. So a failure to move positively in X bars. So for example, less than a 180R move in 5 bars. So those are the three exits that we're going to test. We're going to hard code in our handbrake, our catastrophic candle, and a safety net stop. And we're going to use our three approaches. We're going to use our first signal. So if any of these is triggered, then we're out. Then we're going to look at all three. And if two are triggered, then we'll partial close and trail the rest. And then if three hit with full exit, and then a composite score based on all three. So I put a little EA together. Now, just to reinforce, you don't have to do this. This is just a way of gathering evidence that I present during the course at various points. So let's go into MT5. This is an EA. This is an adaptation to an EA created, which is used a breakout entry and then those three exits. What we're going to do is we're going to test these three exits. So you can see there's our ability to use any of the frameworks. So there's our first signal with all of those three true. Then there's mode B, which is our count based, how many of these are true, and then our composite score. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a test that tests all of three of these at the same time over this 2-year period and the end of March 2026. So there you go. We're going to tick 3 boxes. So this is going to test all of those over the last 2 years in a heartbeat to give us an indication about which approach may be best. So we'll just start the test now. And then you can see that came up really quickly because we're only testing a small amount. 2.5 grand. This is on one contract of the Nasdaq, so around about a $75 investment per time. And you can see there the worst performing was if we used the first signal and out. The second best, but only by a smidge, was the composite, and the best of all was this input mode. So we're just going to click on that just to get the backtest results fully. And I'm going to show you one more thing, which is really clever, which I'm going to put into everything again to do that evidence. Look at the backtest. There's the result. You can see the drawdown has dropped from 3 to 1.19. So that's $127 is the worst drawdown from peak with a nearly 2.5 grand return. So quick calculations, that's around about 20 to 1 net profit to drawdown ratio. Very, very good result for this. Now, if we do one more thing, if I open this up, I'll create a little logger so we can give some more information. So there's the one we've just run. And you can see there it gives us a report. We've generated this code using AI. But you can see there's the 73. It's giving us the count based as the primary one. There's the net profit. And then you can see there's 27 partial closes in this. Gives us an exit category distribution and then our exit reasons in detail. And it looks at how much of that maximum favorable excursion we took, looks at the give back on exit in ATR. And our aim is to catch as much of that trade as we can. There's our partial close analysis, and then some more detailed insights, and then our headline. And then if we want to, we can sort of look at every single trade and see what happened with each. So that's the results and the analysis that we're going to do for every type of exit that we do. So you can see it's really powerful. You won't see anybody else doing this to this level of detail. And the more detail you've got, the more you're able to make a decision. Well, does that sound right for me? That's the idea of the course. And of course, just to reinforce, we do the testing, we build the comparisons, we do the analysis for you. You get those conclusions in plain language and ready to apply and test in your own trading. And your investment for this is $129 for the full month program. It really is a giveaway at that level, but I wanted to make it as accessible as possible. So I hope that's interesting, useful, giving you some detail that you need if you're still not sure about whether this may be for you. And of course, we've only just tested 3 exits there. Remember, if you look back at the original webinar that we run, we've got a multitude of exits to test. Of course, a multitude of instruments, going to look across strategies and see if we can map best exit type to best strategy, all of that sort of stuff is in there. You'll get it at traderiq.com.au/exits, and it'll give you the details you need.